Hi, everybody. This is Dovid Orlofsky, and this is an extremely abbreviated version of the Rabbi Orlofsky show. As it happens, it turns out I have corona. Now, thank God, it's not a severe case, but my symptoms are basically a sore throat and exhaustion, which makes it very difficult for me to be able to speak. And as you know, if you're a regular watcher of this podcast, so you know that for me to be able to maintain my train of thought under the best of circumstances is difficult. And if I'm going to keep yawning through it and won't be able to speak because of my throat, so you understand that's going to make for not so much. So it is somewhat ironic because with the best of intentions, I intended on doing a nice long series of different insights into all of the tefillah for the Yomim Noraim. As it happened, I was home for Rosh Hashanah because before I was diagnosed, I had somebody come to visit who had corona. We didn't know it at the time, so we were in what they call in Israel bidud, which is basically an imposed lockdown. And now that we have it, so it's a further lockdown. So it turns out that I myself, for Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippur, have been home and can't go to shul. So that's the story. So thank you so much for everybody. I know people are always worried about me when my podcast doesn't come out on time. I get a bunch of letters, are you okay? And I always say yes. And this time I have to say no. So I'm not too serious, thank goodness. And but between the exhaustion and the sore throat, it's hard for me to do an actual podcast. But I will do a commercial, and that is the following. Rabbi Milstein, who works with Lenny Hospital, said that they've had tremendous experience with spirulina. He gave me this, and he says take it 3 times a day, which I have started to do. And he says that in the hospital, they found there was a tremendous improvement with patients who took this. So I said, why didn't they publicize this? And they said, because it was not an official test. They didn't do it in its regular way. So because of that, they can't release the findings. But anyone who he knows that has corona, he passes it on. And so I pass it on to you. These are VSV vitamins, which it says are from Lakewood. So I can't tell you everything that's in it and how it works, but I will tell you that it's just listed as a dietary supplement. So it's not even a medication. So worst comes to worst, you're a little healthier. Anyway, so that's the story. A gemar chesima tova to everybody. I'm going to really try to put out something before Sukkot. And in the meantime, it should be a good year for everybody. Good year for everybody. As I mentioned a number of times already, when I came home last year, Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippur, I didn't see this coming. So what can I tell you? I'll just share with you the thoughts that I'm sure I've mentioned this in the past, but the year I had my heart attack and my bypass operation, so before Rosh Hashanah, so somebody said to me, what do you want for this coming year? So I said, well, just a better year than this year. He said to me, you ingrate, 2 major doctors said you should have died, and you didn't. And all you could do is complain? I said, you're right. I want a year just like this year. So the ways of the Lord are mysterious, and why he decided to bring a pandemic this time, I don't know. But all I can say is, HaKadosh Baruch Hu runs the world and not me, and I'm sure he knows what he's doing. And so all I can say is when we dip the apple in the honey, we say Shana Tova Umesuka. It should be a good year, but it should also be a sweet year. And, listen, somebody like me, I've been socially distancing for years. So there's really not much of a change in my lifestyle. Anyway, a good gebench to Yar and gemach sim taiva for you and your family and for all Klal Yisrael. This is Dovid Orlofsky, and this has been a very abbreviated Rabbi Orlofsky show.
It's the Rabbi Orlofsky Show. Torah and Simcha, ready to go. It's the Rabbi Orlofsky Show. Knowledge and wisdom will help you grow. Lots of fun in every episode, and we don't have to rhyme. No, we don't. It's the Rabbi Orlofsky Show on RabbiOrlofsky.com. Torah anytime, YouTube and more. It's the Rabbi Orlofsky Show. Torah and Simcha, ready to go. It's the Rabbi Orlofsky Show. Till next time, till we meet again. It's the Rabbi Orlofsky Show. It's the Rabbi Orlofsky Show. It's the Rabbi Orlofsky Show.